Which is a better career option? Full-time or should I go with freelancing? I don't know. If you are having this concern, you're watching the right video. Hi buddy, I'm Prachi Gautam, your digital marketing girl. I've been in this industry from last 6 years and I have served my services as an employee to a company for 3 years, and from past 2.5 years I'm doing freelancing. That's what made me the right person to talk on this topic. Which is better career option, full-time or freelancing, especially for a digital marketer? So if you're watching this video being a beginner, or if you're watching this video being an employee, you are thinking to start freelancing but you have major burning questions in your mind running like whether or not I'll be able to get consistent clients. So if these things are stopping you or if these are your concerns, then in today's video I'll be resolving each one of them. And I'm not just going to share with you what worked out for me as per my experience, but I'm going to share with you some self-journal questions and practical points that will help you decide which one is better option for you. Because looking up to someone else's growth and starting something following their roadmap is not a smart decision. I know you have your bill, rent and responsibility to take care of, so I would like to give you the right option for you, whether should you choose freelancing or full-time. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about two major things. First of all, we will be focusing on pros and cons of full-time job and freelancing. And then I will also share with you based on my personal experience that if you have certain profile inside digital marketing like content writing, SEO or social media marketing, paid ad management, then I'll give you better option to get start with whether should you go with full-time job or freelancing, because what profile you pursue also matters a lot. You really have to take mindful decision based on your expertise. What services are you offering inside digital marketing? Okay, so don't worry, I'll make sure that it will be easy decision for you. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Cool. So first of all, let's talk about the pros of full-time job. What will be the advantages of being an employee? So first thing that I learned being an employee, so I started my career back in 2018 and I worked for an IT company for 3 years. So there, as a digital marketer, I had a great experience of working within a team, because when you're working with team members, you learn a lot from them. You will be sitting with other profile experts as well. So you definitely share knowledge and that help you to get more information within a specific duration. And this will give you the chance to expand your information. And also being an employee, you are not answerable to the client. You have management above you who will be taking care of all the client meeting. You just have to perform your tasks and you will be supervised by your manager anyway. And when you are working in corporate, definitely your work ethics, how to talk with people, your corporate culture teaches you a lot in terms of personal growth as well. Because while I was working in this company, I learned a lot about how to communicate with your peers and work ethics, how to communicate, how to send email to your upper management and how to collaborate with other team members, how to sync your work with your team, and a lot of management work you will also learn there. So in a nutshell, it's definitely a good way to start your career as a digital marketer if you are a person who love to work in team, who love to attend the office, who love cubicle lifestyle, who love to make friends. Right. So the bottom line is, if you are a person who is very energetic to work within a team, who would love to be guided by the manager and is always social, then full-time job is definitely a good option for you, because you will make friends out there, you will be having your own connection in the company. And if you love to attend the office and if you also love to travel and work in a corporate world, now let me shed some light on what are the disadvantages or cons of being an employee. The first thing that I didn't like in my corporate culture was you are not free to experiment your ideas, your methods and approaches. Because let's say if I'm a social media marketer and I really wanted to try a specific trend, but to get that particular task approved, I have to go with the management and a hierarchy, which is going to take a lot of time for me to get approval on that particular task, and until that time the trend is gone. So this is the biggest challenge, like you are not free to try and experiment. You have to follow certain protocols and methods, and whatever the methods the manager want you to do your task on, you have to follow it anyway. The second disadvantage is promotion. You really have to grease your elbow and sugarcoat your managers, and after putting your 200%, you have to wait for complete 1 year, and in the March promotion will happen. So it's really a lot on your plate. Your career steering is in someone else's hand, is in HR's or your management review. So I don't like this, because I'm a person who love to explore the things. I'm okay to take responsibility, and I don't want a gradual process when it comes to increasing my income. So obviously, if you are a person who is looking for big dreams of earning in lakhs within a specific months or year, then this is going to be a little bit challenging, because if you're starting as an employee, you will get a basic salary, and it takes years for you to get into the 7-figure to 8-figure. So definitely it's going to be a little bit challenging when it comes to promotion. Now, the third drawback of being an employee is you have to report the manager. Everything is good if your manager is happy, and if they are not, even if you're doing your 200%, at the end they have the keys of your career in their hand. If they don't like, even if the personal disputes and office politics is everywhere. So if you don't want to report someone, if you don't want to be supervised and guided by someone, that doesn't mean that you are a person who cannot work under someone, but that also means that you want freedom. You are a liberated personality who love to explore and experiment things by her own. So that's also a biggest disadvantage, is you have to listen to your manager, you have to listen to the system when it comes to experiments, when it comes to reporting, and even if you want to take off one day, you have to go through tons of mails to get that approval. So yeah, these are some of the major disadvantages. Next in my list is you won't be having any identity more than just being an employee to a company. So if you are talking to your friend and they are asking you, okay, so what's up, what's going on in your life, how's your work going on, and you will be saying that, okay, I'm working for. So you won't be having your own identity. You will be just a logo for a company. You will just have an employee tag of a company, and that tag is keep on changing if you're switching your company. But how long would you like to be known by your company? Don't you want to build your own identity in the market? That was also the one reason I left my job, because I wanted that people should know me by my name in the market, and that I did well, I guess. I am trying my best to spread the awareness related to digital marketing, helping people out there, mentoring beginners out there. So I'm not saying that I have a very big name, but now people started knowing me. So that was the biggest vision I had, that I don't want to be just known by a company. I want to build my own identity, and that was also the reason why I left my job. And next reason why I think this is also a disadvantage of being an employee is you're not free to try and experiment your side business. Like if you have a passion, you don't get first of all the time. After 9 to 5, your energy level is zero and you just want to end the day. But if you really want to do some side hustle, you want to do your passion, you want to travel, you want to start your own company, your agency, then you are very restricted because of the company's policy. You cannot work outside, neither you can start your side hustle. So that's also a biggest disadvantage. So apart from working in a team, learning from them and learning from corporate culture, there are a lot of things that we have to deal being an employee. Now these are the drawbacks which are covered as a perk inside freelancing. So let's move to that. What are the benefits? What are the pros of being a freelancer? And I'll also talk about what are the disadvantages or the cons. Okay, so first of all, when it comes to freelancing, the first best thing is, bro, you can work from home. You can work in PJs, you can work on your flexible hours, you can work when you're attending an event, you're attending your friend's wedding, you can work literally anywhere you want. Because I tell you this thing, I started my freelancing and I worked for international brands while I was living in a small village. That's when I started my career back in 2020 in the lockdown. So it can be done from anywhere. If I can do it from sitting in the panchayat office in a small village, then you can do it while traveling the world, bro. So you do not have to worry about it like, oh my god, if you don't want to travel, if you don't want to go to the office and invest in your accommodation, then freelancing is good for you if you want that liberty to work from anywhere in your flexible hours. The second best thing I like about this industry is being a freelancer, you can select whom would you like to work with. So you have your client choice. If you're working with a prospect and it seems like they are having unpractical, and if you could find out that they are not having practical tasks or deadlines or vision, or if you feel like they are toxic, they sounds very uncertain, then you can avoid working with them. Second benefit of freelancing is you can choose your client. It means you can also choose whom would you like to work with. You can choose the niche of your client. Let's say you are interested in fitness industry, and if you are also working out, taking care of your body a lot, and you feel like you understand fitness related stuff more, then you can work for fitness trainer. You can literally select whom would you like to work with. You can select your client's niche, you can select their industry, and even when you're having a conversation with a prospect and you find that they are having impractical deadlines or they are not having certain goals and it doesn't look like a worthy project to you, you can decline it. Just like you are left swiping and right swiping in Tinder. It's as simple as that. You can choose your client by your own. That liberty is not in full time for sure. Third benefit is financial progress. Definitely you have your promotion in your hand. If you're working for a client for 3 months, it's up to you if you want to increase your charges for that project. Or after 2 client, 3 client, if you think like, okay, this is an international project or this is a specific client who is having a good worth, and you can charge high to them. So the quotation is in your hand, your income goal is in your hand, the amount of time you are investing, the quality of projects you onboard, you can hit to 6 to 7 figure or 8 figure within a specific year. But to do that in full time, you have to spend 4 to 5 years to reach that income goal. So definitely when it comes to financial progress, it is 3x to 5x in freelancing as compared to full-time job. Next is identity. This is very important, guys. As I already mentioned with you before, that people will know you by your name, not your company's name. You are not just an employee, you are a marketer to this industry. So definitely it will help you to build your own identity in the digital marketing world. And next important benefit is you can launch your agency. You can be a business owner. You are not only limited just being an employee. If you feel like, especially being a digital marketer, you have a passion, you can start your own company, you can start your own agency. If you have a business idea, just in case, you can also make handmade product, or if you want to start your blog, there are certain ways generate revenue, become an agency owner or a business owner. So there are a lot of side hustle opportunities for you if you're doing freelancing, because you're not restricted with any HR policy here, right? Now it's time to talk about the extra responsibility. Alright, we should always accept that freedom comes with responsibility, growth comes with responsibility, and money also comes with responsibility. So if you are a freelancer, you have to take this extra responsibility that an employee is free from. If you are a freelancer, you have to take responsibility to find clients, to build your online presence, because it's very simple, jo dikhta hai wo bikta hai. You have to become visible in front of your target audience. So for that, you have to have your social media presence. You need to make your strong portfolio. You have to take responsibility to have consistent client, to onboard client, to sit on decent amount of meetings to convert clients so that you can hit a specific income goal. So being an employee, you are not responsible to find any specific client. You will be just working for a company. But if you are a freelancer, you have to take that as extra responsibility. And let me tell you, if you're thinking to get into freelancing world and you're having this concern, I don't know whether or not people are getting the clients, because freedom is a lot, but I don't know, I don't want to take any risk whether or not I will be able to get the client. But yes, this is very, very easy. If you just work on your right portfolio, if you use LinkedIn and Instagram effectively, that I have made couple of videos on this, how to get clients, and if you follow the right roadmap, you will be having client on wait list. You just need to find the right approach for that. Okay, so don't worry about it. I'm going to definitely share the links of certain videos related to how to find clients, how to make portfolio in the description box. Okay, all right, so these are some of the pros and cons of full-time and freelancing. In a nutshell, if you are a person who love to work within a team, if you are a social person, want to work in an organization, then you are a great fit for full-time job. But if you are someone who would like to multifold your income, want to work in your flexible hours while traveling the corner of the world, or sitting in the comfort of your home, or if you want to build your own identity, then you are welcome to the freelancing industry. Both of them are really great options for someone to get started or carry on career on this. But don't worry, you always have the option to switch from full-time to freelancing or freelancing to full-time. But before we get into the conclusion, this is the most important point of this video. We have different types of digital marketing profile, and today I would like to share with you, if you're getting started, which option would be better for you to start with. But before we get into the conclusion, this is the most important point that will help you a lot. Especially if you are a digital marketer, then I will share with you now for certain profiles that you should start only as a freelancer, and what are the profiles that you should start being an intern or being a full-time employee, so that you will get better option, and I'll also tell you why. So first of all, you can directly start freelancing if you are choosing content writing, copywriting, or social media marketing. Why? Because these are three skills which are very easy to master. You can learn, you can implement, you can also make sample work by yourself without any client. So you don't need a company to learn these skills. Obviously, you will be able to implement it by yourself and make sample work. So you are not dependent for a project to learn and gauge these expertise. So directly you can start freelancing if you are thinking to become a content writer or social media marketer or copywriter. Okay, now let's talk about internship. This is also a good idea, that rather than investing your time in a full-time job for 1 or 2 years, you can also do internship before, right? So if you are thinking to become an SEO marketer, graphic designer, or video editor, I would highly recommend you that do internship first and then start freelancing. Rather than doing a full-time job, it's better to work for 3 to 6 months as an intern inside a company. You will get a lot of decent knowledge and practical implementation that you can solely start your freelancing with. And you should do first of all full-time job, then only get into freelancing if you are doing these three profiles. First, if you're going with Google Ads Manager, Social Media Ads Manager, or Brand Manager. For these three profiles, definitely you need to be in a system to understand these things practically, because as a fresher, you won't get directly job as a paid manager, because being a Facebook ad manager, Google ad manager, if you do freelancing, client is paying you not only the service charges, but they are also bidding the ad amount based on your experience. So if you start directly freelancing as a paid campaign manager, then it will be a wrong choice for you, because you definitely need to have a practical implementation and experience that will also give confidence to a new prospect if you start freelancing in future. So if you're going with paid campaign management, then you should start with full-time job. And if you're also going with brand management, where you will be working for branding of a company, definitely you need to be in the system to understand the protocols, to understand the company's vision, their mission in detail. For that, you need to be in a company. That's why being a brand manager or being a paid campaign manager like Google Ads or Facebook ad manager, you should start with full-time job. You can do internship as an SEO marketer, then start freelancing, and you can directly start freelancing if you want to become a copywriter, content writer, or social media marketer. Okay, so I have also shared with you based on the profile so that you can take the right decision, and I have already mentioned you why. Okay, so now you have better clarity about which is better option for you. I have done both of them. Being an employee, being a freelancer, I have learned a lot and I'm learning still. But today I would like to make one point here, which is based on my personal experience. So I know that you have to take educated risk in your life. So if you're if you are a beginner, then you can start with internship of 2 to 3 months, make good sample work, and then start freelancing. Okay. Or if you directly want to start freelancing, please make sure that you are making a strong portfolio, strong social media presence. That will also help you to present yourself as a professional in front of a client. Okay. Now, if you want to do a job, do it, but don't do it more than 1.5 years, because this duration is more than enough for you to learn and have a good hold on a skill, even if you're learning within a team. And I also know that you must be having bigger dreams, because I don't want you to stick with a company system and get promoted 10%, 20%, where you can promote yourself 100% within a year, right? So I tell you one thing which will be a shocking news for you, that I have increased my income being an employee to a freelancer by 100 times. You cannot even imagine. So this is a drastic progress you have when you are a freelancer, but freelancing comes with responsibility. So be prepared. If you are ready to put your 200%, then freelancing or full-time, both of them is better career option for you. But this is my personal thing. If I would have understood it better before that, okay, I can do freelancing, then for sure I would have left my job within 1 or 1.5 years. But freelancing that time was not a new norm, but now it is. In today's world, a lot of freelancers being hired by big brands. So use that, build your identity, and you are great fit for digital marketing world in both the type of professions. And as you're still watching this video, thank you so much for that. Please don't forget to subscribe this channel. If you're just in case looking for a mentor who can fast track your growth, because I have already coached 6,000 plus students these digital marketing skills who are staying in their freelancing and full-time career. So if you're looking how to learn these digital marketing skills and want to get your client in next 45 days, want to land your high paid job in next 45 days, then you can hold my hand. To know more about my digital marketing course, you can scroll to my website www.gautamprachi.com, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and join the tribe of 100k plus followers, where we're on a daily basis. I'm sharing tons of tips related to freelancing and digital marketing. So my handle name is @gautamprachi.com. Alright, thank you so much. If you really found this video helpful, don't forget to like, and if you have still some questions running in your mind, don't worry, comment section is waiting for you. Alright, see you.